let's bring in our man, uncrowned MMA insider El Nariz joining the program. Even Helwani's in it.
You gotta love it.
I absolutely love it. I am on
Love
cloud nine right now. I mean, this is from all the MMA hour days when I was the only one dressing up. Now look at this. We got everyone in costumes. I am ecstatic. How are we doing, Helwani?
We're in the spirit. It's rare that we have an actual show on Halloween. It's a beautiful Thursday afternoon here in the tri-state area. It's like 80 degrees outside, guys.
Yeah,
I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. Hot. Look at your window back there. Look at that beautiful thing. And yes, El Nariz.
Crack it open.
Please, just make sure you don't jump out of it. We're worried about those things. El Nariz doesn't often make an appearance these days. He is with us in spirit, but he is the greatest Canadian luchador of all time. And so, yes, we are here not to crack any pointers, not to crack the whip, not to be a negative Nancy, not to be, the no fun police. Oh, everyone gets all in their feelings on the chat and the comments about that. No, we are here to deliver some news. And so I do have some updates. The beauty of doing a daily show, guys, is that we can actually react to things on a daily basis. Who knew? What a concept. So, yes, let us start with the 170-pound division. Belal Muhammad is officially out of UFC 310. It was scheduled for December 7th in Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena, going up against Shavkat Rakhmonov. The toe looks pretty gnarly. If you're eating dinner or lunch or breakfast right now, wherever you may be in the world, you may want to look away. I do believe we have photos of said toe. And any suggestion that this man is just looking for a reason to withdraw because you see this, you hear this very early on. I don't know when this photo was specifically taken, but that is not a good-looking toe right in the middle. I'm not sure what the actual name of the middle toe is, but whatever the case is, that's not good-looking. He was in the hospital. He posted a video. I mean, that's after the fact. It looks like they just popped it. Not sure what's going on with the toenails there on the big one and the other one, why they are that color, but that's neither here nor there. It's not for me to discuss all of that. Yeah, there he is in the hospital, and we do wish him a speedy recovery. And so as a result of that, the fight is off. Reached out to Rakhmonov's team, and they are saying that as of right now, they found out about this early this week, Monday, Tuesday this week. So it's been a couple of days. I do want to give a shout out to the young man on Twitter. I believe you know who he is, Rick, who reported this first. Can you give me his name?
Bindeman, I believe.
No, it was the Italian bloke.
Alzolino.
Alzolino, yeah.
That's the young man. Yes, bellissimo. Well done to you. Hat tip. And so he is out. And right now there is no plan in place as far as the main event for 310 is concerned. Shavkat's involvement, you see Ian Gary posting the clip of him saying he wants to fight Shavkat. Back in the day, a few months ago, he said he wants to be the one to take the O away. He's trained with him in the past. I mean, if I'm Shavkat, why would I take that fight? It doesn't really make a lot of sense. I can understand Ian shooting his shot, and I would love to see that fight. And I think we all said when Ian said that we would love to see that fight, but I could certainly understand Shavkat being like, unless you're going to make this for an interim title, I'm going to wait. He tweets, wishing Belal a quick recovery. We'll meet when you're back at 100% for now. I'm ready to take on any contender for the interim title at 310. And so do they make Ian Gary versus Shavkat? They haven't talked about that. They haven't put that in place just yet. The other thing that has been thrown out, of course, Alex Pereira, the MVP in many people's eyes. We'll find out in our collective eyes as well in January of the UFC and Male Fighter of the Year potentially. Will he get his number called once again to save the day? Short notice for potentially the fourth time in 2024. I reached out to his team as well, and they said as of right now, no one has reached out to them. No calls have been made, and he does have a couple of big trips planned, Korea, Mexico, and he would like to fulfill those trips. I would be very, very surprised. Never count him out. I'm not saying it's not happening, but there's no need for it to happen, a little over a month away from now. So as of right now, 310, fluid, developing situation. We do have one title fight already on the card. That's Alexandre Pantoja, who we spoke to earlier in the week, going up against Kaya Sakura, who is celebrating a birthday. And we do not know if they will add another title fight to the card. And so let me ask you guys this. A, do you want to see an interim welterweight title fight? Do you think that's even fair to Belal, considering he just won the belt in July? We're typically not big fans of interim titles. I'm not a huge fan of them as well. And B, if you do want to see an interim title, if you're the UFC right now, you got the pencil, are you guys interested in booking Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Ian Gary for the welterweight interim title fight, or is there someone else out there?
I'm definitely interested in Shavkat versus Ian Gary. I don't think it needs to be for an interim title, but you need to figure out a way to get it above the flyweight fight. And I guess if they're okay, even though it's a title fight, being second, being the co-main, then I'm okay with it not being for a title, and then winner gets Belal Muhammad. Obviously, we also don't know kind of the timeline for recovery for Belal yet. I don't, know how long that injury is going to take to recover and how long it's going to take for him to feel like he's capable of getting back to training. So interim feels unnecessary, but I understand if it's a mechanism to make it the main event of the card. Very interested in that fight. If I know you just said like there's no need for Alex Pereira to step in. If it happened, I'd be all for it. I mean, it seems like Alex Pereira is always there to save the day when needed. And this would just be another example of it. But I do think that Ian Gary and Shavkat is a suitable replacement.
Yeah, I'd love to see the fight, but from Shavkat's point of view, I'm just not exactly sure why you wouldn't just wait. I mean, you've already earned the title shot. You were going to be in it, and now with the Belal injury, why just fight another contender, to essentially secure your shot at undisputed gold? So as much as I want to see the fight, I just don't know why Shavkat would do it. I know he mentioned it in the tweet, but it just feels like he should wait until Belal is healed up.
It'll be very interesting. Imagine Colby Covington emerges and says, give me an interim title fight when they were telling Ian Gary that he was injured. They tried to make that fight for December. It will be interesting to see if he raises his hand, because as of right now, if you look at the welterweight rankings, Leon 1, Usman 2, Shavkat 3, Jack Della 4, Sean Brady 5, Colby Covington 6, Machado Gary 7. I would love to see Leon Edwards versus Shavkat, but again, to your point, if you're Shavkat, you got the title shot, unless they're giving you the interim belt, which typically acts as the real title in terms of the benefits that you can get from it, in terms of the pay-per-view points and all that. I don't see any reason why he would take any fight, unless they just, up the ante. Even then, is a Pantoja Asakura main event with a Shavkat, Leon, Shavkat, Ian, Shavkat, anyone co-main enough for pay-per-view? It's not the worst card of all time, but that leads to the other point I wanted to bring up. If you just look at the rankings right now, we know about DDP and Strickland. Are they gonna do that in a little over a month? I would be shocked. DDP doesn't seem like the type of guy that wants to do that, and we still don't even know if they're officially going to go the DDP route. We just spoke about Alex Pereira, and I would be shocked if that happens. Pantoja is on the card. Merab isn't ready. He's already told us that. Ilya just fought. That's at 145. Islam and Arman currently penciled in for mid-January in Inglewood, California. Welterweight is what we're talking about. DDP we just mentioned. Pereira we just mentioned. And the heavyweight title is on the line in November, just a few weeks prior. There is Zhang out there. There is Valentina, who I know has been traveling the world. And I guess they can call her number. Juliana and Kayla out there as well. But there's no, this is a tough one. And somewhat reminiscent, not as late notice as, remember the last pay-per-view of the year, just 2 years ago when Yuri got hurt and they had to do Magomed and Jan Blachowicz on short notice, and that ended up being a draw, and then it ended up leading to the Glover Teixeira versus Jamal Hill fight. So they have a little more time now. They have a little over a month. But as of right now, nothing's said as far as what the new main event will be for 310.
Yeah, I'm very curious after you just went through the rankings on what they're going to do. Like, because, like you mentioned with Islam, it feels like you're going to have to pull from another card if you want to save this one, or you're going to have to pull a rabbit out of your hat with like another Alex Pereira, or you make like I don't know, like you mentioned Valentina. What if Valentina and Zhang fought each other? You make a Zhang go up to try and get double champ status or something like that.
Call Alex Pereira. Oh, as always is the answer in this scenario. Call Alex Pereira.
Injured, busy.
Alex versus who? Magomed? Get it out of the way?
Yeah,
Get it done.
Yeah. That's what you would do.
Magomed,
okay, but
if Magomed doesn't want to take it, another opportunity for him to be sidelined if that's their mission. I think you call Alex.
Listen, this, in my opinion, favors Magomed more so than Alex. If I'm Alex, I don't like this because, A, I probably need a little more time to prepare for someone like Magomed.
Maybe.
One thing to take a short notice fight against a striker or someone you've already fought. And B, Magomed, yeah, he just fought. I don't think too banged up. Remember the litany of things that Alex talked about just a few weeks prior. The infection, the antibiotics, the toe, the ribs. if I'm him, why? Why would you take arguably your toughest test as a champion, light heavyweight or middleweight, on a month's notice? You've done them enough favors. If I'm his team, unless they're throwing like $10 million at you, why are we doing that?
I was going to say, money, like if he just got the most insane offer ever to come and do it. But I do agree with you. He's got all these plans for travel. He's banged up. He's already fought 3 times this year, saving, all 3 of those cards essentially. As much as fun as it is to joke about it, I don't see it happening.
I'd pay it, whatever it costs.
Honestly, if you did pay it, like, you have this potential for this superstar to just keep going more and more nuclear. Like if he fights on this short notice and he beats Magomed Ankalaev, like it's just like it would be one of the greatest years in UFC history. Like it would be the most, like, how fast it would have taken him to get to 4 title defenses if he wins. Like he would just be so nuclearly hot, it'd be hard to imagine.
Yeah, I just don't know if he's proven enough as a pay-per-view draw to where it's worth breaking the bank for him. By the way, speaking of belts, shout out to you, GC, who is a noted non-wrestling fan, for dressing up A as Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of the greatest of all time, but B, having the WWF title right in front of you and not going with a 2010, 2012, 2014 version of the title. You've got the late 90s version of the title, the one that Stone Cold had the greatest era of all time, the Bret Hart version. Did you do this on purpose, or is that just the one?
I'm literally smiling ear to ear right now hearing you say this. I tried to make this as accurate as possible. This is like the vest is like an independent artist off of eBay that I had to like ship this thing in.
Yeah, that's
the belt took a minute to find, man, to like match it up.
But how did you even know that? How did you know that it changed? You don't even watch wrestling.
I got people. I got friends in high places.
Wow.
Google Images also was a big help. Jean shorts. Like I'm matching the dye on the shorts.
Wow,
these are light wash shorts. This is exactly what Stone Cold would be wearing. I got black boots on. I got the knees.
Wow, I didn't see all this.
We're ready to go, man. We're ready to go.
Yeah, no, this is high level.
I appreciate you recognizing the game, though, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, the belt, that's my favorite belt of all time. That's like my prime, late 90s, and then they changed it all up with the spinning belt for John Cena. By the way, one more little nugget. Speaking of belts, speaking of champions, all that stuff and more, you'll recall on Monday, Helwani show, we had, of course, Alexander the Great Volkanovski, a.k.a. Volk. We had him on the program. Great stuff from him. And then on Tuesday's program, we had Diego Lopez. Volk on Monday saying, I'm waiting for Ilia Topuria. We see him in the cage on Saturday night. On Tuesday, Diego Lopez throws out the suggestion, hey, let me fight Alexander the Great in Sydney in February. Interim title, maybe. Yeah, I don't know how much it makes sense, but let me throw it out there, see what happens. All kinds of reaction to this. And I'll be honest, these days, in Elon Musk's Twitter world, I have no idea who's real, who's not, what's a troll account, what isn't. But I have seen several tweets of people saying that Volk versus Lopez is either in the works, or even I saw one saying it was signed for February. I believe it's February 12th. In Sydney. I'm told right now, no truth to that whatsoever. It has not been even presented. It has not been discussed. They are not pushing for it right now. Again, things could change between now and February, now and January, now and December, now and even November. It's the last day of October. But as of right now, the plan is Topuria versus Volk in the springtime, and Spain is an option. It's a real thing. Let's see if they get it done. But that's the plan as of right now.
Okay, I saw a lot of those tweets as well with Lopez and Volk, so I was very curious on that situation. So nothing there, and I'm just going to hope for Spain. Ilya and Volk in Spain in the springtime.
Can I show you guys something real cool before I go? Speaking of luchadors, my favorite luchador mask that I have. 1 second.
Oh, hit the TV.
That bookshelf is
where did that sun come from on that bookshelf there?
This one,
is it a window?
This one I got in Mexico City. This one is a CMLL, like it's legit. This one I have as well, also from Mexico City. I love this one. I mean, this one covers, if I may, just for a moment.
Oh, it covers the full face.
This one covers the full face.
Did you see Alex Pereira in Mexico City last week, and he was rocking the full face cover one? Oh, that one.
I did not see that. This one's pretty damn cool, if I do say so myself.
I love the silver eyes.
But this one was a gift.
Oh, wow. How many do we have?
From the legendary Rey Mysterio Jr. It doesn't quite fit me, But for Money in the Bank Las Vegas in 2000, it's like really tight.
Oh yeah, that's what I squeeze it on, man. Come on, we'll get there.
You can do this.
Yeah.
Maybe you can't do it.
Is your head
there we
grown?
go, there we
go.
go.
There it
Yeah.
is.
I mean, look at this.
Look at that.
For Money in the Bank, custom. You see that? You see the money?
Yeah, we see the
Oh
money.
yeah, we see the money, brother.
You see, this is from Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, it
in
looks
my
just
house.
like his mask. This is incredible.
Yeah,
You look
Gifted
like Rey
directly to
Mysterio
you
right now.
from his hands to
gave it to me.
yours.
yeah.
Wow.
It's just tight. It's a little tight here. I need to open it up, but yeah, he gave it to me.
God, it looks great, man.
Yeah, that's perfect.
What's on
can I
tap
have
for
that
today?
one?
What do we got today? We got some pound for pound rankings.
Pound for pound rankings, Halloween candy. We're going to do Edmonton, UFC Edmonton preview. We're going to talk to our guy, Pete Carroll. Do you have a quick rankings of Halloween candy? Do you have a
Just
favorite?
Give us your favorite. What's your favorite?
This is unofficial, being put on the spot here. Can hardly breathe. It's choking me. I love peanut butter. So anything with peanut butter is huge. So I typically go towards Reese's. Lately, they've been having these sort of like pumpkins. The pumpkin shaped ones.
Right. They do that.
Can I give a quick shout out? No one paid me to do this, but the good people over at Feastables, which is the company owned by Mr. Beast, and I have nothing to do with Lunchly and all that stuff. Some way, somehow, they got my address and they sent me a box, and there's a QR code, and you scan it, and then all of a sudden, Mr. Beast pops up. And all of a sudden, he says, "Hey, I want you guys to have a great Halloween." And there's all his little Feastable things in there. There's a cookies and cream, a regular, another one I don't remember, and then a peanut butter. The peanut butter is maybe the greatest peanut butter chocolate bar I've ever tasted because it like actually comes out somehow. It's not like hard peanut butter. It's actually like gooey. It's tremendous. In addition to that, he gave us a thick stack of I think either 100 ones or 200 ones and says, give these out to your trick-or-treaters as well. Like $1 bills.
Wow.
US, legit. Must
this is
be
a paid
nice.
sponsorship.
No. I mean, he just gave it to
Do
me
we
to
have a
give
lower
out to
third
kids.
for this?
I'm going
So
to give it
yours is going to be the
so,
best house tonight. It's not only are you going to give out full-size
Full-size.
candy bars that you love to just constantly brag about, but you're also going to be giving out money, cash, cold hard cash.
and Feastables. I mean,
And
who's got
Feastables.
Feastables?
Feastables and Prime be the cool kids on the block? Or is Prime old news?
We're Celsius guys here.
Okay. Lunchlies?
No, it's Celsius, Feastables. I mean, we have no allegiances. We're actually open for business at the moment. Deals have expired, so if anyone wants to hit us up, if anyone's out there, I don't know, a C4, a Monster.
C4, we can get in the gym. I've been in the gym lately. We can get in there.
Yeah.
Monster? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
this
anyway,
just in.
peanut butter
What?
and Bounty. I love a good Bounty.
Shout out.
Did you just say
Shout out to
this
Bob.
just in?
This just in, yeah. There was a poll in the chat for who had the best costume today.
Okay.
It was between Connor,
Okay.
Rick, and Ariel.
Okay.
Oh.
That's what I was expecting.
And Connor takes the cake.
Oh,
There we go.
wow.
Yeah,
I
the
actually,
chat
this
has
feels like a
spoken.
wrongful victory with how good and creative Rick's costume is. The Moodang. Do you?
Ariel, do you know who Moodang is? Do you know what Moodang is?
I will be honest. When you came out, I saw Luol Deng, and I'm like, I mean, I know you're a Fugazi Cavs fan, so this
No,
makes no sense.
I wouldn't go
He
there.
did have
Don't
a
do
cup
that.
of
Don't
coffee.
try that.
He
Don't
did
try
have a
that.
cup of coffee, I believe, with the Cavs, right? Back in the day.
He did.
And then I saw
Cavs
the
legend.
cow. I had no idea what you were talking about, but it's that little thing that looks like a hippopotamus,
It's the hippo.
right?
Oh, yeah.
It
It
is.
is a
It is
So
a
hippo.
once once you explained it, I understood.
Yeah, pygmy
it.
hippo.
And,
It's a great costume.
Connor was talking Moodang
It's a good
all
costume
day.
because it's a light explanation. You just have to
Yeah.
be like Moodang, and everyone's like,
Moodang.
Nah, it's good. Did you buy the Dang jersey?
Yeah, I did.
I
had
love
to,
it.
I had to order that on eBay.
Commitment to the bit. I love it.
The cow was easier. That was an Amazon. But as soon as I thought of it, I was like, Connor's really gonna like.
I love it.
Moodang.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I appreciate your masks, Ariel. Appreciate the
thanks.
news as well, man. I mean, we got an update on the Belal situation. Nothing really moving yet, and then no truth to the Diego Lopez versus Alexander Volkanovski.
Right now, have to make a call. What is the main event of UFC 310?
Oh fuck. I mean, they might have to pull a rabbit out of their hat, and then all bets are off. But I just don't
Throw
see
up a
an
BMF
obvious
all
one.
of a sudden, like a
Oh,
random,
please God, no.
random
Oh, please
BMF
God, no.
title
I
fight.
said, a lot of people got very mad at me for that one. Daily Ariel L. I saw. I mean, come on. This is, you know what this is? This is a pay-per-view title. Anytime they need a title fight, let's resurrect this thing.
It used to be interim. Now they've moved it. We don't
I
even
was
need
gonna
to
say-
do
Yes.
interim. We can just do BMF.
Yes.
It's essentially like adding spanking an interim title on there.
Yep.
Yeah, but at this point, they've actually gamed the system. Oh, okay, an interim title, you kind of have to take the top two guys, and like sometimes they're not big draws. BMF be like, oh, hey, top star at 45, top star at 55.
Yep.
Oh, let's just throw these guys together. Oh, hey, 170-pound guys not in the title chase. Let's just throw these guys together. I hope Nate Diaz gets royalties every time they do this. It's literally his idea. But something.
Who's it going to be?
310
main event.
Gosh, I don't know. I mean, give me Zhang versus Valentina or some crazy shit like that. But I don't see it happening. I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't see it happening. So right now, your guess is as good as mine. What about you?
My
guys?
guess is Pereira Magomed Ankalaev.
Yeah,
Serious.
All of us doubting Alex
that.
Pereira. He saves the day again. Gets his biggest payday to date to take on.
And then you haters will still say Topuria is the male fighter of the year.
Incorrect.
I said Alex, by the way.
I think if he fights win or lose, he is still the male fighter of the year.
If he does that, yeah. I mean, it's just next level stuff. I just think they don't have an option, and the only one you can always call is Alex Pereira.
Money talks. Be a tough fight. He'd probably be a slight underdog in it, I think.
Even better.
Yeah, probably, especially on short notice against a guy like that. So let us see. I'm going to sit back, enjoy the rest of the show. I'm not here to rain on anyone's parade. Commiserations to the Yankees fans out there. My heart bleeds for you. Although I will say I am happy for the Dodgers fans who are getting their celebration. They were robbed of that back in 2020. Huge win for our Knicks last night, South Beach. It's a great time to be alive, guys. It's a great time. Yeah, 44. It's a great time to be alive. The Big Purr, the Big Bodega, whatever you want to call it. El Nariz, the greatest Canadian luchador of all time, signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day. And happy Halloween.
Thank you, Ariel.
Happy Halloween, brother.
Bye.
Tell the kids happy Halloween as well. All right.
How about that? Nice little breaking news drop in.
Love it. Love it. So Belal Muhammad out. No plans of anything yet on the books. Trying to figure it out. I would imagine they're kind of scrambling a little bit.
They're scrambling, certainly.
Thanks for watching this video. Hey, before you go, do me a favor. Hit that sub button. Give us a thumbs up. Hit the little bell thingy as well. Leave us a nice comment or two. We appreciate you all very much.